Mandem Podcast, episode 293.
Let's do it.
No stuttering, man. No stuttering.
We're back. If you're watching on YouTube, or even if you listen on Spotify, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice that we're a man down. Can we say?
Yeah.
We're a man down.
No, Jamie, we're a man down.
You know, like sometimes at like weddings and stuff, or something, they'll have like a place for someone who's like passed away or whatever.
Yeah, couldn't make it.
Staples Center. Or the crypto arena now, they got the Kobe seat kind of.
Yeah. We saying get the mic out.
Put it right there. Yeah, man. For those of us, that aren't with us tonight.
Shout out to Jay for coming, stepping in last week.
Rent a guest, yeah, man.
Yeah, he's doing some bits on the pod, so he might be
Mr. Engagement. He's married, but he's about engagement.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man.
But what are you saying, Rich? Want to share where you were last week? What your
it was Mrs.
I'm saying boyfriend of the year.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Nah, pushing it.
Definitely pushing it. Gotta get my numbers up. It was Mrs.'s
Not partner.
Partner's birthday. My bad.
Damn.
My girlfriend, my lady.
Trouble.
It was her birthday. It was actually last week. But we went out on the weekend. Went to a brunch at the Ned.
nice.
It's not my first time. She actually took me.
Just the two of you.
Just two of us.
Brunching with two people. What are you thinking?
It was actually fine, isn't it? It was fine. But it's the first time I've done that. Brunch, I think of as it's a group activity.
Thing. Now brunch, two people's live.
I know Les done it all.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's probably been there as well.
Actually, I haven't been there.
I recommend it. It's good, man.
I've been to the Ned, but not for brunch.
Dude, man, I don't know. Like with my girl, we eat bare like Asian, Pan Asian, sushi, Japanese,
Fusion.
Korean, the lot.
Fusions and that. Asian.
But I don't really associate Asian food with Mandem, like at all.
No, but it should be though. Like remember like CBiz, like Chinese, and they eat and they all got the Chinese and that. Yeah.
We used to go to the round table.
Table that, the big thing that's a big
table. Let me get some of that sweet and sour.
Go. Roulette.
These times, your Pepsi's just disappearing, right? Your black beans just traveling away from you.
But do man even eat sushi?
What type of Asian though?
I know Dan eats sushi.
Yeah,
Les has to eat sushi because he's quite cultured.
Quite.
He's quite cultured, isn't it? Like he's out all the time.
So
like,
not as cultured as that.
No, I just know. I think one of the first times I had sushi.
I eat sushi too, fam.
I know you do. I can tell. But yeah, do you man rate like Asian food? Because I want to do like a different thing with Mandem, but I don't know. It's an acquired taste.
Asia's a big place.
It's massive.
Yeah, so we got
which part
whittle it
of
down.
Asia?
I assume most man eat Indian.
Yeah, I think a lot of the man them are like on the fence about it and that.
Really?
Yeah, I heard man saying like I wouldn't ever choose it out of choice and that.
Oh, it's a big no-brainer.
Yeah.
Indians. Oh, do you know what I had recently? I've had it actually. I thought it was basically since moving in. You kind of want to say, what's the Chinese local?
Yeah, you got to know what's what around you.
I thought I had ordered an Indian, but it was actually Bengali.
Okay.
Yo.
Oh, slapped.
Doesn't get spoken about, bro.
Shout out to the Bengalis, man.
Bang.
Yeah.
Like,
is it? What's the difference then?
It's mostly fish though, isn't it? They eat mostly fish.
No, it's a combination. The difference is that you think you're going for Indian and you go on the menu and you're like, I don't really recognize this. I don't really recognize
Names
that.
are different than that.
But then you kind of like experiment a bit. Bro.
Yeah. Oh, hit.
Elite. And after going to the best food I've had in this world is Indian food in India.
Okay, but I heard it's different to like what we have. What we have is not
you can't
like
get a chicken korma.
A korma,
like, they don't exist. I don't think there's like a vindaloo and that. There's some,
and it's not even called curry, is it? Like
I don't even know. It's just like you get a magic.
Yeah, I heard like what we have over here just doesn't exist. Like
bare of it doesn't. Bare of it doesn't. But yeah, probably I think the best food I've had at least at that time. That like easily as well.
Well, like street food, taking risks.
Like I didn't. So first one, I was like,
Delhi street food is.
You hear about Delhi Belly, yeah?
And my girl said you got it.
That's extreme sports, bro.
My girl had it bad. She was there from before me, yeah.
Okay.
She was mash up like 6 weeks.
She wasn't raised like us, man. She
crazy. That's what I say. I say your stomach. I got the iron thing.
Taking risks.
My stomach is solid. But
rice and peas the next Sunday.
I wouldn't eat meat in it. I was like, no, I'll just get like a veg curry or something, just because meats are more risky. Anything is gonna be mad. Anyway, then I just had like prawns or slowly getting into fish. Then I'm over there and the meat, I didn't have a problem until I got back to the UK.
Oh, is it?
I was fine. And then on the plane,
this GM thing,
getting mad.
GMO food.
It was getting mad. But yeah, some of the best food I had was Indian. But this Bengali, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that man need
Pakistani food is good as well.
I've never had Pakistani.
Pakistani food is fucking.
They need to work on their branding still, because it's Pakistani people.
Nice,
it's an English thing. Like, we just think it's all Indian.
Yeah.
It's like, you had any Jamaican food, you're having fried fish. Like, that's just basic. But you just think it. So that's probably what it is. But no, it slaps. But anyway, sorry, back to the Asian food.
We digress.
Do man like rate sushi?
Yeah.
I think I've always said it's like my favorite cuisine.
Really?
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's
okay. I got places too.
You see, for like us, I feel like with the culture, the first thing man want is like to be full up and slumped, which I've moved away from time ago.
Oh, we're saying it's like more.
Like, I just want to be full. Like, when we're past that, like, it's okay.
I need to evolve to that.
Food is like.
You said you're not there, lads.
Food is freely available. It's not like you gotta worry. Like, we're not gonna eat.
Starvation.
Like, yeah. Shake it. Like, switch up the mentality. Like, you can just eat and be calm without looking like our uncles and dads.
With like going to like being in the gym, training, all of that stuff. I think when you start paying attention to your nutrition and your diet, you start to realize, bro, when you were growing up,
we're our biggest downfall, bro.
The portion sizes aren't normal. So when you weigh like 100 grams of rice, it's not really.
It's bare little. Like, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
So imagine what you used to eat when you're
just dishing it out.
It's mad.
It's like 500 grams of
rice alone. That's before you get to gelatinous meats. So no, I like sushi, and I will eat sushi, and I don't have to be like slumped on the train or the car home, falling asleep.
No. Do you think the like eat until your belly's full, and then there's like just eat like a reasonable amount?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like a class thing?
I think it is possibly a class thing. I think it's like a status thing as well. And I think it's cultural as well.
Definitely, yeah. I think it's
definitely cultural.
Like your father or your uncle's plate has to be like a mountain.
Yeah.
Like if not, it's peak. Even Jamie, the guest that can't be with us today, he always says, "Nah, man, like I don't like chicken drumsticks." Like, why not? Like, it feels like you're being chiefed if you're given a drumstick. But like, say you have like 8 drumsticks, that's the same as the thighs that you wanted. Like,
or you have to have the breast.
It's a status thing.
Because when you eat the older KFC bucket, the older's got the big,
and then just throw it into the floor. Eat some fighting for scraps of drumsticks.
Or if you manage to get like a thigh or breast, no, give me
that like swap. Yeah. It's mad. But no, sushi, I'm with it, man. And all the other stuff that comes with it, man. Like sticks and sushi, for instance. Top shelf stuff.
Yeah, that's probably the restaurant I've been to the most in the last like 5 years. I was getting in a pandemic.
It's good work, man. It's good work.
Stuff. I'm on that. I didn't know you was on that. I'm gonna I got some shouts, man. Fuck it, let's mix it up. Like sushi. Why haven't we done sushi with the man then?
Yeah, big not sushi, yes, but Japanese as a whole. I'm a big fan. All of it.
With it, man.
Same.
I'm all with
but
it.
yeah, definitely. I'm more. I think, like you're saying, that maybe us three probably have it more. So have had it more. So I feel like not, and I might be getting this wrong, and they're probably going to shoot me down in the group chat anyway. But maybe it's not a universal thing within our group.
I low-key think sushi ain't for the Mandem.
This is what I'm saying.
Why?
It's controversial.
Why? Low class Mandem. Is that what we're saying?
That, like we said, the cultural thing. I think man want to eat into their full, and you don't do that with sushi. It's little bits. Man will be like,
and stuff like tapas. Mandem wouldn't like tapas
because it's bits again. Like man want to fill their plate. They don't want to
shake it, Mandem. Shake it.
Yeah.
I don't think sushi is for the Mandem, but I fuck with sushi.
Yeah, no, I like it, man.
Mandem want to be doing bicep curls with their plate.
That's what heavy plate, and just bare meat and
yeah.
And everyone, man needs sauce on everything, like, as well. It's another cultural thing.
Shake it, man. Gotta shake it, man. Come on, man. Step it up.
But we'll get there. I went to Kia at the Ned.
Okay.
It's a new Japanese restaurant they've open there.
Because I was thinking they've
I
not
don't
done
think so.
Japanese there.
They've got loads of little
when
things.
when I
Yeah,
went, I went for like the roast?
Sunday
The
roast.
Sunday
Yeah,
roast.
yeah,
I've done the
yeah,
Sunday
yeah,
roast
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and then ended up staying there as well. Did the Sunday roast thing. They've got like an American diner. It's kind of like opposite the sushi place.
Yeah.
In there. But in there it's nice. It's actually a bottomless brunch
Bro,
Oh, nice.
for the food and the drink. They don't tell you it's for the food.
that's you might end up with Mercury president.
I got bare salmon.
Mad tuna, like
Bare
just
tuna,
killing
that.
you, like yeah.
So yeah, I'd say do it. The drink.
Oh,
there was
that's
a particular
interesting.
cocktail I had that was like it's like vodka. I think prosecco, elderflower. It was bad.
Clean. That sounds
Bad.
neat. Still.
I read that again. I think it's a class thing. Like elderflower is just at this age, yeah.
Okay,
Just
yeah.
something
Well, fam,
sophisticated.
what was it? We don't change to stay the same and all this stuff.
All of
And,
that.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Let's try new
yeah,
things, man.
Mindset.
Let's try new
So,
things.
yeah, I recommend it, man.
Lumpy on the scale of
Yeah.
£5 is the scale.
Was it a humble
It's
spending?
£5 signs. Yeah, how many pound signs
Yeah.
is the rate?
Oh, what if
yeah.
it's the
That's
You know,
what
the ratings, the
Come on, man.
open
Yeah,
table and all of them.
yeah.
and each one is £5.
No, so each is like 20%. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
five,
okay.
£5 signs is like, I don't know, Novikov, never
Yeah.
been. So I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
I never
Like
I don't know how
100
much
plus.
And
that
then
means
like
nothing.
£1 sign
I'm
is
gonna
like
say it
Five
was-
Guys.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of
For a
expensive.
brunch, it was high. I'm gonna say it was like 4.
Ooh, ah.
£4 signs.
I would say £4 signs. I don't know what is £3 signs. £3 signs should be the average.
£3 signs
If I'm
is
looking
like
at a restaurant and I say
Dishoom.
Oh,
free-
Dishoom, yeah, I
like
like
£2 signs, it's less. You're gonna spend less than £100.
That's like way less. Yeah.
Yeah.
£2
£3
signs is like waggers.
Yeah, £3 signs is 100 plus. To
Okay,
me.
so then it was probably 4. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It was
4?
It was more expensive brunch. It was more expensive brunch.
God damn.
Like once you get the
nice.
unlimited drinks, but it was better. The food was very nice.
So it's about moments, man.
It is what it is, isn't it? We move, pull it on the
It's
credit
good,
card.
man. Thank you, BA. Appreciate it. Love you.
Thank you.
Ned's a thing, innit? It's private members club, innit? As well. Would you lot ever sign up to one, or have you ever thought about?
Yes. So I went there. My girl took me. Was this before the pandemic? It might have been in the pandemic. She took me to the Ned. We had not the brunch, the Sunday roast
whatever,
thing. Then we stayed there. Stayed the night there, and then you get access to all the spots.
Oh, you stayed there? I
Yeah,
didn't even
yeah.
know there was rooms there.
You can
Mad.
stay there.
Yeah, it's massive.
When you said stay earlier, I thought you meant like stayed for drinks, went to the bar or something
no,
upstairs.
it's a bank. You know, it's like an
old
bank,
vault
innit?
and all that, yeah.
If you go downstairs, you see the vault. It's a gimmick, but no, it's got bare rooms.
Raw.
Bare rooms
Never
up
knew.
there. You go in there and it's like styled like, I want to say like 19 kind of 50s
Oh,
America.
Mad Men type.
Like you've got a radio in your
Oh,
thing.
nice.
It's a nice little thing, man.
Nice.
The thing's sick as well. The rooms are sick. Like the bathroom's cold. Like it's sick. You get everything. Like everything that you could have wanted.
Yeah.
Like you'll get toothpaste, the aftershave, like everything's there, and they say like you can teeth it all.
Yeah.
But everything has a price on it though. So they're like, yeah, if you can take the umbrella, but it's £50.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you
you
have
can
to
take
pay
it,
for the stuff.
and they'll
oh,
just
it's
charge you
that
later.
kind of
Like,
thing.
you can just
Oh,
run out.
It's not
with
like
everything.
fine first class where they give you the wash bag and keep
Oh.
it.
No, I mean they give you all these things, but they're like you're supposed to leave it. If you do, you know how much it's costing you.
Fair.
So it's not the worst. But
Okay.
yeah, it's nice in there, man. But they got so I did the spa in there, the sauna, all of that, and it's
Yeah.
proper nice. Not many people. I think I've shared a video time ago in the Mandem group, and I was like, this is mad. And I'm walking through like a changing rooms, like elite changing room. But there's barbers in there. Like it's mad.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But, I don't know how old would man have been in like 2020, 2021, like 30. I was around 30
Yeah, yeah.
or just thing. If you're under 30, the membership's significantly cheaper.
Yes, that's
Oh, is
like
it? You're
over,
that's like
yeah.
Soho House. I think it's like
Yeah.
28. I think they've got a under 28, 27 club type thing. I in the past looked at the Soho House thing and I was just like,
I was thinking about
I'm
that.
not outside enough.
That one I was thinking actually quite recently. I was actually thinking about it. And I was thinking just have it so it's somewhere to like go.
Oh yeah.
But then I think I'm not really out like that anymore.
Yeah. I feel like might have missed the boat. But then at the same time, whenever I go to these places, I'm like, this is alright, man.
It's decent.
Yeah.
But is it alright for like $250 a month or two? Yeah, I don't know.
It's a techie one. I feel like you have to be outside and like local enough.
Yeah.
So I do not know. I got a David Lloyd subscription. It's
Yeah.
quite expensive. I don't think it's as much as thing.
Yeah.
Not for one anyway. For two, it might be kind of close. And because it's local to man, and it's got the spa and all of that, and it's you're like, we might as well go. Like, I'm going today.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just because
you need to get your money's worth. Yeah.
Basically, so
Uh-huh.
it's good to have those things. And yeah, in my ideal world, I have one, 100%.
Yeah.
My future self has one. That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
Affirmations.
How much is the
Speak into
membership?
existence.
I don't know. Maybe I won't have it.
What's that?
I'm just saying numbers, man. Doing some boy
£6
math.
signs.
price permitting. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's at least, I want to say when I looked before, it's like probably over the year, it's like 2-3 bags. I want to say 2.
But they
bags.
talk about it's the value you get
At
back
least.
from it, innit?
But I don't know if that was the younger price. Or I think that might have been the younger price. If you're over 30, it's a bit.
But then look where the Ned one is located in
Yeah, of course.
It's
yeah,
in a
yeah.
bank. Like.
Yeah.
It's a hint, little bit.
City
of
of
a hint.
London.
You gotta have
Like,
money,
yeah,
mate.
there's a lot of money around there. But yeah, I always think private members club. Like, I like the idea, but then I'm always just thinking like, when and how would it benefit me? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think, and if you've ever been to any of them, like Soho House specifically, it's there's a certain crowd that go there.
Yeah, and I think
usually
it's
like
media, creatives,
yeah.
TV
So
producers.
So I think if
music
if
producers,
you've got, I don't know, you want to have like a team business meeting, whatever, it might be a spot that you want to go to, or you're meeting someone, you want to have a chat. It's a spot to go to.
yeah,
Yeah, if your lifestyle's that way, then it might make sense. I know my brother's got one, and it obviously makes sense for them lot to have one. But yeah, personally, I just go there either with Mandem or the missus. It might not warrant having it the whole time.
yeah,
I guess, or paying that much for it.
across a whole year. And then I always think like if I did have it, because then they've got them located around the world, which I think is sick.
That's cool.
So
Yeah,
you got
yeah,
one in
yeah.
Barcelona.
Yeah.
You got the Miami one.
New
You
York.
got New York. Yada yada. So I always think of that element. I'm like, could it be worth it? I'm not sure. We'll see.
Does
How
one membership
see how
cover-
Podding goes. No, so you can get. There's different tiers in it. You can get
Oh, okay,
one
right.
house.
Yeah.
Where you're allowed to go to one house.
Yeah.
And then you can get all houses, which is a little bit more expensive. But yeah, man, let's see how Podding goes, man. Maybe Podding can
Yeah.
Over there,
can get
this
us
time
there,
next
man.
year.
Yeah.
As long as you lot like,
Manifestations.
share and subscribe. Keep up.
Yeah, make sure, man. Make sure donations. How have our weeks been away from that? Any highlights, lowlights, struggles?
I had a bookie week. I say bookie.
Bookie.
It wasn't. It was highly unusual. I got
like the sound of
asked.
that.
So you don't know I work for a TV channel.
Yeah.
I got asked to be on set. They
Oh, what to be like a extra?
Not even like extra.
Lions, you're not like Winston from EastEnders.
No, brother. Not an extra. I was.
What a life.
I was the protagonist. No, they interviewed me like for. It's gonna be internal comms for the most part. You might see it on like social media. You might even see it on
diversity thing.
low key.
Diversity inclusion.
Low key. No, they've got
Quotas.
this show called I guess it gives away who I work for if you care to know. But they've got this show called Live Ambitiously.
Okay.
And it's about just trying to succeed in life
Upcoming,
and
climbing
all
the
the people in
social
America.
mobility, climbing the ladders. Yeah.
Effectively, and like grit and all this, like it's bare
God.
cliche, it's bare
Are
American.
you a grit man, Rich?
Grit, different.
I don't
kind of
have you
grit.
as a grit man. Like you're,
What's a grit, man?
You're more of like a finesse man, I think.
I think I'm a grit man, you know,
But with
silent grit, like,
pizzazz. Yeah.
it's like
yeah.
I'm not. I don't know. I just try it, innit? But yeah, they wanted to interview me. It was definitely a low key thing. One woman come up to me and she was like, "Have you clocked? Like, they've asked me and you, like,
Quotas, man.
we're like." I see what's going on here. But yeah, I got interviewed. So yeah, I was on set, and they were interviewing, asking me bare questions about my life and
Bro,
what
did you
ambition
tell them
means to me.
the truth, or did you do like a like concise, succinct
political
version?
thing,
I tried to do the
like
concise thing, but then they wanted more out of me. It's
good
going to be
pro-
edited.
good
It wasn't like
producers,
live.
good producers.
So they started like digging deeper. and,
Depth,
I'll be honest. It was like being on pod.
Is it?
In a way.
was it?
In a way.
That's
yeah,
sick.
yeah, yeah.
At work, though.
Practice.
Yeah, so I think I felt more comfortable than the other lady. She's like
Others.
proper out there as well. But when she came on set, I felt like she changed a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like I was kind of natural.
What are you
but
saying?
I didn't see the
Episode
in there.
like you
I
were
was
like,
like,
yo. What questions? Like
They were all
upbringing.
questions. What does
Was it
ambition mean
difficult?
to you? Like some of them
Okay.
were mad cliche, but then I kind of gave them some kind of cliche answers,
Cheese
but they
back.
wanted a bit more. Like, but I'm like, you
Okay.
asked that question, that's what you get. But then they just started
doing
asking
the
man
Mandem
like, what motivates you, bare stuff, and I actually had to think about it. It's
That's
actually
these
probably
where
a
you
good
see
question.
the cogs ticking. Yeah, you're like,
And I'm like I feel like I don't like the term ambition that much, but I feel like I'm quite driven. Like when I want something, I'm figure out how to get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, why? Like,
Why are you that
Man,
way?
And I was like, I don't-
What's the why?
I didn't really know. I had to really think
They
about
said
it.
why for that. They said why?
I
Yeah.
had to proper think about it. I started thinking about bad things. I was like, this is actually kind of deep.
Some Diary of a CEO thing.
Yeah.
So, talk to us
Kinda
about
like
the
Talk
the
about your
trauma when
pain,
you were-
like the trauma.
4
Stephen
years
Bartlett,
old,
man. Yeah.
So yeah, that was a very different week.
Oh, that's cold,
It was
man.
actually on my girl's birthday as well.
When is it being released or?
I actually straight after.
Oh, you
I saw
don't know where
I know
it
the
is.
editors in it, so I see like I work with them one girl quite a lot. And I
saying
saw her straight
don't
away.
edit me
I was
wrong,
like,
man.
make me look good, like
Yeah.
She's some Irish girl from Black African Nigerian girl from Ireland.
Okay.
She's bare cool.
She's gonna be on Love Island next year, innit?
Oh,
yeah?
100%.
Every year,
I saw her
fam.
doing it, but I don't know when it's ready. But I want to get let me get an advanced screening on that. I beg
Cold, man.
before it goes. So if you see me chatting shit on LinkedIn or something like that,
You know who's gonna post it in the Mandem group as well. 'Cause he stays on LinkedIn. He stays on LinkedIn with the thumbs up. Yeah, shout out to that man.
They're like, you can share it on socials and that. And I was like,
Really?
like,
We'll see, man. Yeah.
I know that's coming right
Oh,
back.
cool.
Oh, nice, man. That's decent.
Yeah, we'll look out for it, man.
Mhm.
Different still.
Ambitious still. Les, anything?
Nah, just
Nothing to note.
another plain Jane week, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, nothing. Work, kicking my house again. Wow. Yeah, did a late night.
Oh, yeah, you said you were working late,
Wednesday,
yeah.
I think it was.
A late night
had
in
you
the
in the
office?
trenches.
No, I was working from home.
What's the late night? What time?
12 o'clock.
Ooh. Finish work at 12.
Well, we kind of like I weren't really working in it, but I had to be like
on
online.
call and that. Yeah.
Oh.
And people were chatting in the Teams group chat and all that. So I was working till like I shut my laptop at like just past 12. Like
What time did you
10
start, bro?
past. Well, I was working the whole day.
Till 12 though, from like 9 till 12.
Yeah,
Gross.
but from home, so you're kind of
Yeah, it's a bit
after like
different,
5:30.
I'm going to
Check out,
cook.
innit?
Yeah, you're doing like other things.
I'm in and out.
but like you have to be like
Around.
tentative around my laptop and my phone and that. So
Do you get it back like the next day? They say like start at 12 o'clock.
I imagine hinted at something, but it's never like
We're adults, man.
official, innit? So I just
back to
take
desk.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
mhm.
yeah. Yesterday, like when it hit 5:30, sent my last email. I just closed everything,
Slam the laptop.
locked it off. Yeah, so I was done. But yeah, other than that, very average week, man.
Nothing crazy.
Nah.
Decent, man. Decent.
What, you done?
Nah, for me, just I think the highlight is getting back to like healthier eating. I said, yeah, man, it's time. You've done, you've done enough.
I need to get back in. I went to gym like once this week.
Mhm.
It's been bad. It's been bad.
Gym.
I'm not gonna lie. But I'm going today.
Fair. Yeah, I thought to myself, yes, stop, man. Just stop now. Summer's over. The wedding's over. It's not your birthday. You're not
Chill.
a kid. Like you're not going to cinema. Why is there pick a mix in the house? Like enough is enough. And I feel better for it, man. It's good, man. It's good. We're slowly on the way back on the counting the protein and all that stuff. So
Start now, man.
hopefully it helps, man. Yeah, hopefully it all pays off. Probably won't, but yeah, we'll see, man.
Christmas is coming.
Trust me, need to get right for that, man. What was the main topic we wanted to start with today?
What do you have
Take
on the
your
list? I guess the most recent, because it was from yesterday. An arrest made in the Tupac murder case.
Yeah.
Bro, I jumped in was going after work yesterday, Tesco. Jumped in the car, LBC on the radio.
LBC.
It just stays on.
Yeah. But they're for it to be mentioned on LBC.
Bro, like, it was like, and this was in the car, and she was like, "Is this real?" Like, because it came out of like, no, we weren't really listening to it. So then we just parked up, and then just getting out of the car, and the guys like said it. Oh, there's an arrest has been made, and
It's like a blip, innit?
I was
Like, has
like,
the radio gone back to like
yeah,
20
I
years
was
or something?
like,
What's happening?
That came out of nowhere.
That's nuts.
But yeah, a man has been arrested and charged.
Yeah, they said charged over the murder of Tupac,
Yeah.
not for the murder.
Yeah,
So it leads to or suggests like involvement in the actual the murder, but probably not being the perpetrator himself. And yeah, the person that got arrested is Keefe D.
It's not Will Smith.
No, he paid Keefe D to do it. And yeah, he's been arrested 27 years later. He is like South Compton Crip, I think he is. And he has for years just been doing bare interviews.
Yes, it was hiding in plain sight kind of thing.
And talking about it, and I guess explaining that it was his nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, who is now deceased as well. He kind of was the guy that killed Tupac, and he claims to be like in the car. But it's just random to me that like it's taken so long after he's been like explaining this for so many years. It's so strange.
It's what's the catalyst, isn't it?
It's made me think why have they gone after him like now? Wouldn't they have done it before? So maybe there's concrete information.
Because I know after we got back from Vegas, they raided a house in Vegas where Tupac was killed. And I think it was the second time. So the other day, a few months ago, they raided a house. And they found like 40 caliber bullets. They found a magazine with Tupac on it and like other things. And it's basically Keefe D's wife's house, I think. So they've just got like memorabilia and stuff like about what's happened. And he's written a book about it as well. So I don't know if they found something in those raids. But it seemed like they was turning the heat up. But yeah, why now? Who
so
knows?
Strange, man.
Who knows?
It's weird that something can happen. And like 20 plus years later down the line, you can have like more evidence. Like in a way, like surely you think like if I did something 20 years ago, it's fucking done.
The evidence is
like, everything must be destroyed or disappeared. There's new
biodegraded.
It disappeared. But 20 plus years ago, man have been like, it's all connected. Like it's just a bit mad.
Yeah, spooky. And don't know if you saw like the press conference like around on the police officers, like he's like, this case started on September the 7th 1996. I was like, blood, that is mad.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Like, that's crazy.
Case has been an open case since, isn't it? I mean, there've been loads of documentaries.
You watched all them documentaries?
I remember watching them back in the day. Yeah,
there was one that was on BBC back in the day. It was decent.
It was good. About Big Yam Park.
Yeah.
That one was good. There was a thing on this as well. There was a series on this. It's spooky when you think about it. That like it seemed like everybody knew the answer, but nothing could happen. And I don't know. We're kind of in that era, though, isn't it?
Oh, kind of Get Back Gang, like, Justice.
Yeah, like
long arm of the law.
A lot of crimes that we knew
from the past.
Yeah, it's a bit spooky.
So that's it, man. Just walk straight, man. Don't be out here, don't be out here killing people and shit. And you should be okay. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see how it plays out, man. I think he's probably a goner, if I'm being honest. He's looking at like, I think it's a life thing. He's 60.
I think he's 60.
60. Bang on the dot. Yeah, 60 years old.
Just see it out.
What a way to live out your final years.
What's better? Doing that 27 years ago, I think you said, getting blammed immediately. Now you'd be out. But now you're 60 in a fucking crazy world, or actually living it and having to see your last years out in jail.
I'd get out of the way, man. Do the hard work first. That's my.
Well, I guess he would have be doing life, no, or whatever.
Yeah. So or let's say he had life with parole and he happened to get out. Yeah. I'd do it that way, man.
You think?
Yeah, I'm not going jail at 60, man. Should be playing golf and that.
No, I think I'm doing it the other way around.
Is it?
Yeah,
bro, he's lived a good.
I'm doing my thing.
Good life,
yeah.
But like you've probably got youths, like
because
grandchildren, like you know them. All
of that. He's done.
You can't do nothing.
You can't build.
You spent 20-something years in jail, like these fucking shit
doing press ups and burpees.
Like, you can't do nothing. But now I'm 60.
You say you've done your bit.
My knees hurt. My back.
Trying to stay inside anyway, innit?
Like, memory yeah. Like I might as well just go.
Just say I'm going to old people's home.
Yeah, I might as well just go sit there for a bit and then tell these stories.
Yeah, bear man gathering round.
yeah. Like I'd 100%.
Is it?
Do it the way it's played out.
Oh no, man! Definitely the other way, man.
Well, so Dan, you would have missed Vegas. You would have missed.
No, but you're old. You can still do it. Now
60,
it's not the same.
Fam, them man don't live a normal life, fam. He's still out here gangbanging now. He's wearing that hat.
Got mad chains on.
Them man.
Nah, man. You need to use your youth, man.
Nah, you see, I'm always just do the hard work, get out of the way. That's like, even when I get yard from doing whatever I do,
We do the dishes
I
now. so
always
have to
do the
in the
dishes. I shower first, then I eat my food. I can't eat, then have to tidy up after. Get out of the way, man.
morning. I hear you.
Yeah. That's how that's how I move, man. But yeah, he would be washed if he came out at this age. But yeah, it's still all poor.
Yeah,
It's all bad. It's all horrendous. But
Yeah.
yeah, justice seems to be being served, man. Just one more in this kind of historic case. Just get the biggie one and then wrap this one up, man.
There'll be more, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. I see some jokes flying around about P Diddy, but I don't know, man. Because Keefy D always said that Diddy paid them or offered them a bounty on Tupac and Suge, and gave the money to the middleman, but the middleman ran off. So yeah, but
That's a convenient story, though, isn't it? He just ran off. I would say that too.
Disappeared. But yeah, that is that, man. 27 whole years. What a mess. Did you not see the trend online of boy math?
Kind of, yeah.
Briefly.
Yeah, I was scrolling the internet as I do, the socials, and I saw boy math trending, and I was like, what is this? I have no clue what this, I've never heard of it before. And then I delved a bit deeper, and it was one of the funniest trends I've seen in a long while. And I guess before we started, we equated it to Mandem Logic.
We call it Mandem Logic.
Yeah,
where you do things, but it doesn't actually make
It doesn't make sense.
much sense. Or there's like an element of sense, but the overarching theme is it doesn't.
Nonsense.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Mandem is bad.
And yeah, the women were going crazy for it. One of the highlights, and this is an example of boy math, is boy math is them wanting a prenup and they make 45k.
So rude.
But it's so it's so common.
Rude.
Like
So
I've heard this
rare.
stuff like in some of the groups and conversations we have.
Particularly
Man, like,
nowadays.
yeah, would you let her make her sign a prenup? Like, why would she? Like,
Bro, half of
we say half of nothing is nothing. Half of nothing is still nothing. Yeah. So that killed me. Boy math is them only replying to 2 out of the 5 messages you sent them. I want to raise my hand and confess,
I'm a boy math.
that in the past, let's say like I've had an argument with my partner.
What? I was gonna catch you.
Woo. And like she's like laid like 5 things she's hit me with that I've done wrong, whatever.
You pick which one.
There's like 1 or 2 that are they're a bit shaky, bit shaky, but I'll say like, nah, you're wrong there, and you're very wrong there. But on the other 3, I'll pretend like I haven't seen. I've done that in the past, but I'm a better man now. I don't do stuff like that, man. Nowadays.
I've started them ones, where she said some stuff, and I've analysed a couple of the points because there's wiggle room there.
Yeah.
But the others are stone cold.
But you just want to acknowledge
Bang
them.
to rights. Bang to rights. And I've had to be like, I've stopped in my tracks. There was one time I actually went silent.
Sometimes you just gotta hold your hands
I
up.
checked out, and then I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you those 2. I'll concede. But no, boy math, it's mad common.
It's a real thing.
It's mad common.
It's a real thing. Another one is boy math is saying that women are too emotional for positions of power and then punching holes in walls when you're mad. You ever punched a wall?
No.
I've done it before. And I was younger and I was like, I'm not doing that again, man. The wall won that. It was
always win.
It was poor.
It's like the casino, bro.
Control yourself, man.
Yeah, from young, I saw a man do that. A man in the Mandem group, I'll tell you after. He banged the wall, and the wall was a brick wall. It wasn't like
there was no give. It wasn't a plaster.
No, it was he punched bricks basically, and I was like, that's a terrible idea.
It's not gonna.
Why'd
work.
he do that?
Yeah.
And you can guess how it
emotionally
guess how it went.
unintelligent.
Fucked up his hands. There's a lot of boy math.
Boy math is being 5'10", but rounding it up to 6.
Fam. You see that one, That one hit me, because the other day at work, we hot desk whatever. So you sit with like different people, they move it around, keep it jiggy. Sitting next to one of my colleagues, she was like, "Dan, like, how tall are you?" Like, she was talking about like dating, Hinge, all this shit, like her requirements. And I was like, I'm 5'11". She was like, she waited a bit. I was like, what? Like, what's wrong?
Wait a minute.
Immediately, I felt attacked. And then she was like, her housemates got a theory that no one is 5'11". Like you're either like 5'9", 5'10", or you're 6 foot.
Yeah.
She's like 5'11" people are people who are like shorter, and then man,
trying to reach.
she made me too far. Yeah, she made me feel like that, and I was like,
she didn't stand that she tall.
Fair for a girl, fairly tall.
Yeah. You must have seen that meme. I'll slap it in if I can find it. I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Character from Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like it's almost like the Spider-Man meme.
Oh,
but it's two versions of himself, but one's bigger and one's shorter. And one says the shorter one says 5'11", 5'10" guy. The other one says 5'10" girl.
It's mad how you think. Yeah. The disparity is nuts.
Because women want to be shorter, men want to be taller.
Yeah.
So I get it, but
5'10" is different across the genders, isn't it? Yeah, 5'10" woman is.
That's where like
5'10" man is kind of short.
Tall for a girl.
Tall for a girl. Yeah. So it's a shame.
Boy math is being afraid of gold diggers when you only have 3 pairs of socks.
It's true, man. Yeah, we're worrying about the wrong things a lot of the time. Because a lot of them talk. There's a lot of requirements, not as many as I think women will have in the dating game and whatnot. But some of the basics I've seen, some like holes in socks and stuff. In a lot of changing rooms, I see that.
Oh, holes in boxers.
Yeah.
I've chucked them now.
Holes in boxers.
I had a hole in one of my socks, and I wore it. I put it on, and I clocked there's a hole in it.
I was trying to shuffle it
Do
around.
you keep it moving?
I fucked this. I just put my crap on.
You see
I
that?
was going to work.
I can't live like it does my head in.
But it's a pair that she's told me
Get rid.
throw away.
Oh, okay, but
I think there's 2 holes. There's one where the toe is, and there's like one at the back. So you know where sometimes
the
you
heel.
pull
I
it
never
Pull it
get
too
them.
tough.
I
Yeah.
get them at the hill.
So there's one there. She clocked, and then she was like, "Oh, like chuck
Come on.
the socks, get rid." I was like, "I'm not gonna wear them anywhere."
Yeah. Keeping my shoes on.
So I was
today.
like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna wear them anywhere that I need to take my shoes off."
I always do think that. You see, like if I found a pair with a hole, I get rid of it because I have this random thought that today at work, there's gonna be like some like group task for charity, and they're like, all right, so we're gonna go barefoot, or we're gonna do yoga today. Like, so I always just say, nah, man, don't risk
the same
it.
thing.
It's got to go, man.
Or if say I wear like a overshirt or like a jumper and I have like a shirt or t-shirt underneath, but I can't be bothered to iron the t-shirt or the garment underneath. So in my head I'm thinking, is anyone gonna ask me like take the shirt?
I can't get hot today. Like.
Or are we gonna have to do something where I need to, or am I gonna get too hot? So I'm like, fuck it, just iron it, just
yeah.
And then the whole day you'll never take
it never come off. Holes in socks, holes in socks, holes in boxes is crazy.
Yeah, we need to step it up.
Basics, man. Basics. Another one, boy math is 3 dudes in one room with 3 mics on. One podcast pushing an idea that men are supposed to provide financially, but in the same breath confused as to why men always got to pay for the date. This isn't our podcast, but I saw that first bit and
that's a lot of
I was getting worried. I was getting scared.
Yeah, when you were saying, I was like, Dan,
should I mention this one? But yeah, man, boy math was hilarious. It was killing me.
I remember when I discovered this, I remember chatting. Do you know, it might be when we was redundant and we was banging the gym, we was wedging that.
Good times. Better times.
I discovered this. I remember talking to you about it at the gym. Where the example given is man make like votes or like politically.
Yeah.
Like man that are working class,
I know where you're going.
Labor, constituents, have the mindset of what they hope their future self will be.
Yeah.
So you're voting blue because you think man's going to be blue and middle class and more financial stable one day.
When the reality is, you've been here for a while now. Not much is going to change.
It's not going
It's like aspirational voting, innit?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think man do that with a lot of this prenup stuff.
Yeah.
And,
that's not for you, baby boy.
Like, bro.
Yeah.
You don't earn that much.
Yeah, that's rich people problems. Don't concern yourself with that.
It doesn't apply.
Worry about the black mold in the shower.
But man think, I'm going to be there.
But I think it also applies, I think that's people in general though. I think with like, if we're going to talk about it, like splitting bills or whoever covers what, like you and your partner or you specifically as the man, might not be in a position to cover
The full.
everything. So it just makes sense. So not everybody's like dying and stressed that we split this stuff, because it's not realistic to think, oh, he has to pay for everything, because homeboy might not be able to cover
No.
He ain't got it.
less than half.
Yeah, we're not there. There's a lot of the finance bros, I think, have got a lot to answer for, man, for creating misguided
Very misguided.
and miscalculated
Expectations.
boy math. Yeah, man,
Yeah, it's mad.
it's a shame. I would get into girl math, but
Let's not.
yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
want to get cancelled, man. Speaking of work, and I said, yeah, I'm back on my healthy eating and whatnot. So I'm heavy on like the fish proteins and whatnot.
The omega.
Made mackerel the night before, yeah. Mackerel pasta. It's like a quick.
Yeah,
it's like it's my corned beef and rice.
with the big onions.
Onions, all that peppers. It's all going off.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
good.
yeah,
It's easy. It's quick. And there was leftovers, and I was like, salute. This is good. We're going in the right place.
I know where you're going with this.
Saving money. Not gonna buy lunch tomorrow. Then I was like, damn, I actually can't take this to work because I can't put hot fish in the microwave at work and stand by it and collect it.
Someone did it this week. And I don't
Is that like a faux pas? Are there rules like to this thing, or should you just go with your mackerel, with your oily fish, and just mash up the kitchen for 5 minutes?
Listen, let's do it. I've always said, big advocate, doing what feels good by you.
Okay.
Like, if this is what you want to do,
Selfish.
people are going to judge you. Don't worry about it. Do it.
Who's saying it changed?
However,
Exceptions. There's always exceptions.
however, no, big no. Fish in the workplace, kind of period.
It's-
Like, unless you got
this is-
fresh sushi that you've just got from Wagamama or
This is
whatever.
anti-black, Rich.
I've
Anti-black.
Where's Mike? Mike right now. He'll remember we used to work together. One of our good friends, good colleague, top guy. He put a crazy something in the microwave.
Didn't even know what it was. Yeah. To this day.
It was in the car door tub, like it was super
Okay,
authentic.
culture.
Okay,
Brother, it's banged out the back room.
I swear.
And it's fish.
Okay, you
It's like
can't
fish
shake it.
you don't go away.
Gets in the walls.
Hangs around.
Yeah.
So I think ever since then I was like, nah, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Yeah. I bottled it. Like, I'm not usually that guy. As you said, Rich, do what's best for you.
Yeah.
But I just didn't have the confidence this week. I don't know what it was. But to go stand there after 3 minutes of nuking the mill
Yeah.
and just smashing it up, man.
I don't think I've ever taken anything to work that would smell too much, but I don't think I'd cared that.
And
I guess it depends on the smell, though.
And it's not a bad. It's just
A
that
smell.
it's fish.
Yeah.
It's not even. Yeah, it's not.
Like, it's good. Like, the seasonings are there. Like, like, I should offer them out. Like, oh, you want some? Like, but no, I just didn't have it in me, man. I was like, I'm shook, man.
You just couldn't be bothered for that.
Nah, for what you got? And what you got there? You see
and
that?
like, you know
I hate that when man like oh, what you,
what's
people
that?
do it at my workplace.
What's that
there.
smell?
What you got there? That looks.
I like to.
like,
low-key
I
kind
feel
of,
like I'm in a zoo, bro.
I like
sometimes
cover my food like on my way back to my. I'm like some. Like, why
What
you
you
putting
got?
my food?
What you got there? Like, I've never said that to anyone.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's annoying, man. This is the workplace for you, man. It does my head in.
But you should be able to microwave whatever
Whatever you want.
As long as it
You say nah.
splatting around.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. There's no lid in
We
there.
gotta be honest, man.
That
In the
soup and stew,
workplace,
just
we gotta keep it pretty Western.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, how about
Nah,
I'm going
nah.
that
Why?
Just
Fuck
real
them.
Western,
fuck
man.
that, man.
Nah, man.
Go eat your
It's
lunch,
too
fam.
cultural, yeah. You're fucking it up. You're fucking it up. You're not doing inclusion.
So what's like the
You're messing with the thing.
what's the max?
I mean, fish.
You
Fish
can
is
put
a
that.
no-no.
Fish is a no.
I think curries have become a bit more acceptable in the workplace. But there's just certain, because I just, like Dan said, someone's gonna ask you some shit. I don't even want to tell you, bruv. Just leave me alone. So I'm just gonna
no
keep
cods, no salmons, no sea bass,
no fish.
no fish.
Big. I think that's like, it might be the only rule.
Fair.
But like, man, asking
Run
you
it,
questions
man.
about your food and that, like.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to have for lunch then?
Fam, you gotta go buy.
Buy
Go prep.
Cold sandwich.
Cold sandwiches.
£10 for cheese, and everyone's happy.
No one's gonna
But
ask you about it.
Yeah.
And now you've got peace. Like choose your battles.
You don't have peace because you're eating a lunch that you don't really rate.
£10 as well for the
£10.
You spent a tenner.
spices
Don't even
still.
get a drink with it.
Press
There's
and
fish
mess.
and rice at home.
Exactly.
I was chewing.
Eat your lunch, man.
I had it yesterday when I worked from home though, so I got them back.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
good.
that showed them. Yeah. What else was there? How often do you lot think about the Roman Empire?
I love how Dan's asked it. Mad
Yeah.
fast, like.
Never be.
I think about it.
That
You
is
don't, man.
weird.
I do, man.
Why?
Every now and again, yeah. I remember when I first went to Rome and stuff like that. But every now and again, yeah, I think the Roman Empire was mad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll just freeze.
Why?
Why was it mad?
In your spare time?
No. Why do you think?
Bro,
Why do you
man was
sometimes
quite like-
think it was
just
mad?
one of those things that just come to your mind.
No, I think the reason I think of it is because I look around at life
And
and,
it's still-
I say,
they're here.
this is mad.
This is why the home improvements are taking time. 'Cause
Sitting down
He's
thinking
sitting on the
about,
sofa thinking,
about
"Rah,
emperors
he's got
and that."
walls to paint. And he's thinking about the
bro,
Roman Empire.
like, it's mad. The Roman Empire was mad. You know how mad it was, bro?
It was, yes.
It's
Bro,
banned.
they had,
But you don't
for
sit there
entertainment.
and
Man was like,
think-
yeah, fight a lion. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
oh yeah, just release the tigers.
That's
Man were just
crazy.
killing each other for sport. Like, it was wild, and I low key think that we're kind of getting there.
We're going there, yeah. So this question I asked was asked to me. So we do some random thing at work where we do instead of a team meeting, we do a team walk. So we
Yes,
walk
you've
in and
mentioned-
around
yeah,
like
yeah. It's pretty
Westminster, like it's probably like once a month.
That's cold, bro.
But the meeting is like every 2 weeks, whatever. One of them will be a walk. So we just went for the walk. And one of my colleagues, I was chatting to someone else. She was like, Dan, how often do you think about Roman Empire? And I was like, what? I was baffed. Like I weren't with it at that moment. And I was like, oh, once a year maybe. Like I answered it on like a serious thing, but I didn't know that it was it's a new TikTok trend where women ask the men in their lives how often do they think about the Roman Empire, and it's been going viral and like it's quite entertaining, educational, and yeah, there's a few different videos where like one guy was going off. I was telling you, look, he's saying that like, yeah, I think about it a lot, so similar to Rich, but he was saying like nowadays it's similar to Roman times because they'd give people what they call bread and circuses to give the people a little bit of
Entertain
bread,
people.
entertainment, whilst they're distracting you from what's really going on. And
And
he
whole
compared
thing's
that to
crumbling.
today, and I was like, yeah, he went deep with it still. So I've been looking at the trend a little bit. Any facts that you lot have about the Roman Empire? Do you know any leaders, things they did,
Colosseum
when they reigned?
had more seats than Old Trafford
Bro,
2,000 years ago.
that's quite mad.
That's crazy.
Like,
That's
just the
very-
logistics is mad.
Any leaders, Rich? You know any of the leaders' names?
Marcus
Names?
Aurelius was a leader. Julius Caesar.
Caesar.
Yeah, of course.
Augustus, one of his people, is that his nephew or something?
Yeah, I thought that might have been who was after. Well, I believe Marcus Aurelius didn't actually have kids. He kind of adopted him, I believe. Or it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Maybe he was adopted into it and he became an emperor. And I think he was like the last good kind of emperor, is what they said. He spent a lot of time sitting and thinking and writing. He had like a journal that he'd write in that no one was ever supposed to see. And then have you heard of like the Stoics or Stoicism? Most of it's based on his
Oh,
writing.
okay, just him chilling.
I actually know a fair bit about. I think
It's
about
not
these
bad.
things.
Who was Rome founded by? Supposedly, according to the legend,
The Romans? No. I don't know.
it's close to heart. Twins.
Oh yeah, Romulus and Remus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if
Who
you
got
look
things for
on
wolves.
the
Roma
Roma
kit.
badge, yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Today.
Raised by wolves.
And yeah, I just looked up like random little things. Yeah, Roman roads is one thing that they always talk about.
They invented roads.
I think loads of the roads in England are still
Yeah.
or were built by Romans.
I think it's like the cobblestone road is what I think they kind of created.
Yeah.
But they say like those roads hold up. Like, you see them like it can be a bit fucked up, but you see our roads like just pure crack
potholes
and like mad potholes. That's not gonna happen with the Roman roads. That they invented better roads than we kind of have today. And do you know why I think about it? Because like it's. I mean, we don't
Deepest
really know that
thinker.
much about
Deep
Egyptians so
thinker.
much, innit? But the Romans like they kind of figured like kind of everything out.
Yeah.
Like in a way that we kind of
Supposedly
have
like agriculture and all that stuff. They're like big on
aqueducts.
Yes.
They invented the like sewage and the pipe systems. them, and I think the Moors actually introduced more hygiene. But yeah, like Roman empires.
Do you think about the Roman Empire specifically, or like compare, like mostly obviously today's time to like
I think it's
times of past,
So,
and
like,
then Roman Empire comes into your head? Because to sit there and think, oh, Roman Empire, and then just start going off for one is
I don't
why?
What other empires, Rich?
Yeah, why?
I don't really consciously think about that much in general. Like things just do not think like
Yeah,
things
yeah,
don't
yeah.
just
Just
come to your head,
Yeah,
it's
of
sporadic.
course.
I don't feel like I'm like,
But
oh
that
my
seems
God.
to be quite specific.
The Romans themselves.
I'm not the only person, isn't it? But
No, a lot of people.
No,
like,
of course.
yeah, because I think they were the most advanced, let's say, civilization besides like modern and quite modern times as well. Like, so it's like they're the best comparison.
They got
you can
cold
compare.
branding as well, innit? Because if you said this to other like people, they'll be like, "No, this is whitewashed.
Yes,
This was done. This was done elsewhere a long time ago." But we will get to that. We're gonna say, how often do you think of the Ottoman Empire? That will be like the
Never.
diverse option, and then there'll be the
Unfortunately
Moors.
for me, quite a lot now.
When was the Roman Empire established?
So I know that so Roman Empire, they used to. They had different, you could call it mythology or religion ultimately now, and they had like the gods in it, like Mars. They were based on the planets. And then Jesus. So it was prior to Jesus. So it's got to be It's got to be BC rather.
Rich, you're spitting, man.
Because then they kind of co-opted Christianity and used Christianity, and then that became the thing that they.
No, Les, he
spread.
actually thinks about it.
No,
Nah,
I've been
he actually
to
thinks
Rome.
about it. Yeah.
I can tell.
I've been, but I went. I don't know.
I did the Vatican tour. All
Bro,
of that
I did all of that. I went to watch a Roma game. I don't
At
know.
first, when he said, "Oh, I
don't
think
know,
about it,"
Tony.
I thought he was doing like, you know, when man say, "Oh, like, have you seen that new thing?" And it's not a full
Yeah.
thing. I'm like, yeah,
No, bro,
I've seen
I'm
that.
starting to realize,
Oh,
these days,
Rich
I'm
is, yeah.
bare tapped. Like, I'm proper tapped.
Quite
like,
booky still.
I'm very
It's,
tapped.
it's 27 BCE. So yeah, man.
Okay, so I was 27 years
You know
out.
your stuff,
Not
man.
bad.
You know your
Jesus died at
apples.
33 as well. Come on.
Shout out to the what was it, resurrection or whatever they call it. Yeah, they complex pantheon of gods and goddesses: Jupiter, Juno, Mars, Venus, Neptune, amongst the most prominent deities in their religions. I never knew that. I never knew that the solar system was named after their gods. I never knew that.
That's where the men are from Mars, women are from Venus. It's
Neptune.
From,
The heck? This is good to know. I never knew that.
more still.
Bro, I'm just thinking about the Bills, man. That's it, man. Yeah, they had the gladiators in the Colosseum, aqueducts. Rich mentioned that. Roman numerals.
Yeah,
Very booky still.
I saw one. I can't remember what it is, but apparently the Roman numeral 5 has
You know what
the
5
Roman
is?
numeral 4 in it.
Is it? What is it?
I just
V?
ran- I
It's
just
the
randomly
V.
saw the
So
V.
like
Yeah.
GTA 5, yeah, it's like it's
Yeah.
the V, right? V is 5.
What's
Yeah.
4?
But for 4, it's
X
a
V1
1 and a V.
1 and a
Oh,
V.
minus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
takeaway.
You kind of minus it.
Yeah, if it's on the left hand side, it's
Yeah.
deducted kind of thing. Yeah, man thinks about it.
Even
way
Roman
too much.
numerals are still used today.
Like if you want to make something look serious,
Latin, all them
put some
things.
Roman numerals.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
People
yeah.
respect you.
Rolex do that with their watches and that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
shout
Romans
out
did
to
bits,
shout out to Rome, man. Booky place, man. Very booky place. But yeah, how often do you think about Rome?
Definitely more than most people. it seems.
Yeah. Les, you've sorry, Rich, you smashed it there.
yeah, you've done well.
We wanted to feature more comments from people getting involved online.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Last week, brother Jay raised a question which shook up the room.
Good
Booky
episode
question.
last week.
I didn't know what
But
to
he
say,
spanned you with the
stumped us
question.
still.
bro.
So I never thought it would be Jay with the deep.
Yeah. He's
But
never
there we
done
go.
that in his
Surprise,
life.
man.
But
Marriage, man, it's changed it.
Yeah. Shout out to good women everywhere. And one of the comments from someone Rich and I and Jay have known our whole lives, a very good man, brother Daniel. He commented online in response to Jamie's question. Was it do men
So do man love themselves?
Yeah.
He said it got me thinking. I think as men, our tendency is to put others before and deny ourselves in the name of provide and protect. And we do this either out of duty, love, or both. I think the thought of a man loving himself appropriately is underrated. Yes, I do think in duty we are supposed to be strong and the rock and such. But if the rock is broken, then it's not holding anything up appropriately. Sometimes even one needs to love themselves first to be better to love those around them. There are analogous with the oxygen mask in the airplane. And I guess the original question is, do we love ourselves? I think as love is an action, so when a man curates a balanced life of his choosing where he fulfills his duties whilst doing things he's passionate about, chasing his dreams, making memories, having good people around, taking time for ourselves, and generally living life in a way that is holistically healthy is how we love ourselves. Mad. I think a common way we get into a place of not loving ourselves is when the duties and external forces continually take that time and life away from us, and we fall victim to their pressures, and we end up living a life submitted to those factors without tending to our own needs. As much as I am writing this, I am reflecting on it. So blessings for the inspiration, Jay.
He's spitting.
Wow.
I feel like I need to.
That should be like a poster or something. He went super ham.
He smoked that. One
just,
take.
Just even listening to it, I was like, because obviously I wasn't there. I was like, do I love myself? Based on Dan's description, I would say I need to love myself more.
Yeah.
Definitely a man that gets caught up in
the pressures of trying to be a rock.
Yeah, and I mean, some of it's like I'm not trying to do it for me. I do. There is some benefit to me as well, but I definitely get caught up in daily.
Yeah, that final third was word for word. He was
hit
going
home.
Yeah.
That might be one of the verses of the year.
He was knocking it. He was knocking it out the park.
Did his thing.
And I think Jay's response was that he definitely doesn't love himself more
than he loves
family. His family. That was also interesting that he said that, because
go on.
No, but I think Daniel actually covers it in that as well. In that we feel that we have to do more, or we have to do things for other people. But then, like he's saying, as the rock analogy, if you don't love yourself, you're no use to anyone else. And like Will Smith said in his book, he treats himself as number one priority, because if he's not, I'm no good to anybody else.
And it sounds crazy, but it makes sense. Might sound mad, but and Richie, like Lionel, also comment on it. The first rule of life is to love yourself. It's a trick played on us, especially men, to put others before ourselves, then wonder why the depression and suicide rate is so high. Said the first rule of life is to love yourself.
I don't know.
What do you think the first rule of life is? I don't know what it is.
That's crazy.
That's another question.
Be nice.
First rule of life.
What do you say, Dan? Be kind.
Be nice.
I think something that people like, or like your parents will just tell you, like, it's like be respectful, kind of, and like, don't embarrass me, like them kind of things. But like
rules,
people rarely say like love yourself or put yourself first. Like we're always told like, look after others. But boy, Richie's saying the first rule of life is to love yourself. I think it's called. He said it's a trick.
Cat wants to come.
What's that? The cat.
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
I'm trying to not disagree, but find an opposing comment to it. But I'm struggling.
Yeah.
So but I don't think. Let's say for the most part, I agree, because again, to the point, you can't. And I think you maybe learn it later in life that you can't really, unless you look after yourself. Like there's no use. You're no good. To anybody else. Your partner, your family, whoever it might be, your friends. If you're going through a shit time, you might project that onto other people. So you're not really of benefit. But I think, and it's no good to your life. So I think once you start and begin to love yourself and continue that, I think that's where you start looking at life differently. And I think that's where that positive mentality, positive energy, manifestation, all of these things come into it. It's if you wake up and think, oh fuck, like I got to go work, like it's long, blah blah. But if you just think, I have to work today, like just do the best that I can within this day, and then at 5:30 or whenever you finish work, it'll be done, and you get the rest of your day. So I think it's the perception and how you look at it in its entirety. But I personally, I think I'm with him on. It's definitely one of the first rules. If not,
I think it's massively overlooked.
Yeah, big time.
There was a I can't remember all the rules. There's a book by
48 Laws of Power.
The secret.
Not the secret. There's
Which type poured that?
Fuck me. I think it's by Don Ruiz Miguel, something like that. The book is called The Four Agreements.
Okay.
You may or may not have heard of it. I'm
No.
sure we had it in here before, actually, but I don't see it.
right.
There. But that states like 4 kind of rules for life. I don't remember them all, but a few of them are very good. I remember like one of them is like be impeccable with your word.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
say you're gonna do something, do it.
encompassing that is like be honest, be truthful, be kind of faithful in a way to your word. One of them I think is don't take things personally. Like it's got like 4 rules and they're bare simple.
That's cold. Yeah.
But you like if you genuinely stick to these, you're like,
You're
yeah,
flying.
man, life's easy.
You're good.
Yeah. So I don't know what the first rule to life is, but there are some good ones. I think don't take things personally is probably a good one.
That's gold. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm fairly good at that. I don't give myself many props, but yeah, I think most things just
you're not
just brush over me. Like it's not.
I get
not
worked up
really
more than I
interested.
should.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think I take it personally. I think I just care about some things way more than I should, like Roman Empire.
But then if it ever comes up, you're just like
ready, here we
Romulus
go.
and Remus and them guys. Yeah. No, you did did your thing.
Been waiting for this to come up in the pub quiz.
Yeah, you did well, man. Speaking of things people have been waiting for before we depart, Usher's probably been waiting for this moment his whole life. Announced as the halftime Super Bowl performer.
Yeah.
The biggest achievement or honor, some people would say, in entertainment music.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Really?
In America.
I think it's the pinnacle. I think of.
Like I think if you're an entertainer
Of performance.
Yes, to be invited to do it, I can't think of many things which people would hold in a higher esteem.
Perform at a Grammy or an Oscar, I assume.
maybe winning one, but
I don't winning. That's why I said performance.
I think entertainers, let's say, will have dreams of performing at MSG, Madison Square
Yeah.
Garden. That's a big thing. Royal Albert Hall in the UK. Like, that's a big stamp.
Yeah.
Super Bowl's up there, man.
For performances, yes,
I think it's
would agree.
Like I can't think of much more. What WrestleMania? Like what? FA Cup final.
Things becoming a thing, but it's nothing like the Super Bowl yet. I feel like even like World Cups and that. Now we have like a half.
I think performing at the Grammys is big.
Bigger than halftime show list.
I think halftime show is bigger.
I think it's the biggest thing ever. Like I can't think of anything bigger.
I think maybe
Holland.
Christmas, the New Year's show.
Jonathan Ross show. I think it's the number of eyes. The number of eyes that are on. If we're using that metric, then yes.
Yeah, it's the.
But I think maybe if I was ever an artist, doing at the Grammys,
Performing or winning.
performing.
Okay.
I'm talking about performance strictly. I think winning a Grammy, you obviously don't win anything at the Super Bowl. I think performing would be because you're performing amongst your peers as they say.
Yeah.
Whereas the Super Bowl is just
world, homie.
another.
So you're just there
Show.
for man could go get drinks and wings. Top up their wings. Listeners, let us know what you think is.
But it's big.
But
it's big.
He is be announced, and some people think it's the worst kept secret. He said he had to keep it secret from I think only like 4 people knew or something like that. Which is mad that people can still keep secrets in this day and age. So props to them. But where do we rank this? Because I think Bruno Mars probably stole the show in recent times. His one was top.
What have been the best?
more than 5 years ago now, or about 5.
So a little while ago.
Yeah.
Usher, do you think he's gonna go and top that? And
Do you know
I
about?
think his is going to be.
I think it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
My only
reservation or
reservation concern is that some of the tunes that I really like from Usher,
I
don't think they're Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl music.
interesting.
Sadly, because like he's gonna have to do like and it's like I hate that track.
It's not for me. But does it fits the occasion?
Yeah. It's like what I was saying with Rihanna last year's halftime show.
Let's have some harsh words to say about that.
You lot didn't seem to like it that much.
I was like, for a pregnant lady entering the second trimester, You did well.
Asterisk.
Yeah, people saying there's an
But she
asterisk
was-
against her one.
Yeah, she was as active as a woman getting on a train. Like it weren't. She didn't really.
What with the badge, baby on board
Just,
badge?
Like this, I feel like you have to be like, you have to have like really commercial. They're gonna play your commercial joints, obviously, but your commercial ones have to be slammers.
But he's got good commercial songs.
He's got the little party kind of vibey thing. So he's got like, oh my god, with
but that's not a
Will
good
Smith.
song, man.
Will Smith.
Will.i.am.
Will.i.am.
That's not a good song.
No, but that's like, I think you can make it work.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
how I felt about the Rihanna thing. I was like, I don't think this is necessarily a good song, but I can see it doing what it needs to do. So, but yeah, it's because I fuck with Usher, like his joints, you know.
Yeah.
But I think he'll absolutely batter it. I don't doubt
I
that
think
at
he'll be
all.
good, man.
He's bare season.
What do you think he has to perform?
Oh, that's a good question.
So here are some of his like his essentials. You make me wanna.
That has to.
I think I want to hear that, but again, I'm like,
that has
It,
to.
does that fit the
it
super?
is actually mainstream, but it's just a good tune still.
Confessions Part 2.
That will come up.
There's time for that. Confessions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could start with.
You remind me that can get. That's
Like, what
the
was
tempo.
his first? I feel like it was like you remind me or
Oh, like
first
My
one?
Way and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, My
My
Way. I don't
Way.
think he performs My Way though.
Huh?
I don't think he does My Way though.
You think that? Like I think he'll do like a medley
For
thing.
me, it's more like an album or like a medley.
He might get like a
compilation.
My Way. He
Way.
might say My Way.
I don't think it's
Richie,
that
what the
commercial.
what? My Way. In terms of the song itself or commerciality?
how well people know it. I don't think people know it that well.
Okay, with that,
I
no.
can see like a U-turn, pop your collar in the medley rather. Pop your collar. He does that. He probably does a young U-turn.
He has to perform My Way. He's doing the Super Bowl and it's Usher doing it his way. Why wouldn't you perform that?
But I don't think it will happen.
There's Little John and Ludacris.
Like those songs, he might even
Get
do
that
it.
shit.
Loving This
Lovers
Club
and Friends.
with Lovers and
Loving
Friends.
This- You see, like these songs, like you're saying them, Dan. when
Yeah.
they're like,
Loving it, but it's that little electro sound. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah,
that will come off.
play.
That will go off. That will actually go off.
That
but
has to play.
that's not my Usher. You know,
Oh, you
That's not my
got it bad. Too slow.
You got it bad.
slow.
I think you'll do. Too slow.
Burn. Is
Nice
that too
and slow,
slow?
like-
Burn
Nice and
is
slow.
commercial enough
Too
for
slow.
sure. He could even do like Moving Mountains and that, which aren't my favorite Usher tracks, but they're commercial.
My Boo with Usher and Alicia Keys. There was a lot of debate online as to whether or not this should be included. I want to hear it.
Why shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Some people saying it's a very overrated song.
No, it's a good
That's a
song.
good song.
I think
Good song.
it's a great song.
It's a good
You
song.
don't have to call that. That will surely.
That's
get
got to go off. I just heard the thing that go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna go off. Does he have any features? Features.
So nothing's been announced just yet. He said that Jay-Z called him, whatever. He said Jay-Z said it's time. Get ready. It's time to go. Yeah. So a lot of people saying he should bring Chris Brown, but they're saying that the big homie there's
Chris
no
Brown
chance.
for what though?
And to it's like an ode to like the baton being passed.
Where's the Super Bowl next year?
It's in Vegas.
Yes, Vegas.
It's in Vegas.
First one in Vegas.
Yeah, and they're saying should he bring Chris Brown?
No, I don't think he brings Chris Brown.
And then it's kind of like we're moving forwards. Chris Brown's back in the family.
Yeah, that would be like acceptance, isn't it?
But I don't think Jay-Z will ever allow that. I want to hear Good Kisser. I think that song's
Oh yeah, I forget about that
exceptional.
one, you know.
There's a lot, man.
I hope he does perform My Way.
He's got a mad catalogue though. There's actually
Caught
too much.
up.
Caught up's
Yeah,
big. That was a plane on my
I'm
way
like,
home.
"Anna, brother, all that. Yeah, man.
yeah, that'll
yeah,
play.
yeah, 100%. No Limit with Young Thug if he ever gets out.
No Limits, a big tune.
He's gonna play DJ Got Us Falling in Love featuring Pitbull, 100%.
100%.
That is probably not my favorite Usher, but I get it. It served the purpose, and yeah, hopefully it's left in the past.
Is there anyone who you'd like to see to say the following year Super Bowl?
We're kind of running out of
Has Thing
the
done one?
big stars.
I think. Do you know
think
what?
he's done one,
Do you know what? It's not semi.
who Rich?
The Weeknd.
Yeah, the Weeknd
done
did
one.
his.
I
His
think
was
The
spooky,
Weeknd's
where
very
he
good.
was like walking.
I think
through
the
the-
Weeknd's very good, man.
I think not. I think I would have liked to have seen. I think that was 2 years ago now. That year where Dre 50.
The West
Oh,
Coast.
that one was the LA one.
That was like.
That one was cold.
Sometimes I just watch the YouTube video.
Someone was saying on the Joe Budden podcast again. They were saying that one's like overrated. Like they're saying some people up there shouldn't have been up there, but they didn't go into the names.
They didn't. Yeah,
Some of the
course they
cast.
didn't. No, that one was cold.
They were saying
think I've seen-
undeserving.
Do you know who's the only person that's left to like, in my opinion?
Who
wouldn't have been up
You
there?
know who it is?
It's Six God, yeah.
It's the sixth
Oh,
god.
he's never did it.
Who's struggling to release his album? Like,
It's the
He'll never do
sixth god. Why?
He'll never do it because he won't.
Why?
It's too
though?
bait for him.
Nah, man.
He's anti everything everyone else is doing, so he's not going to
He
do it.
has to. He does.
Even
Super
that,
Bowl.
but even that Bobby video interview thing
was-
is taken down,
oh yeah, that's gone. Yeah,
and
What?
apparently
What?
there's
fallout.
some-
You know, with the girl that
conspiracy
was where he was in
around
bed
that.
with
Oh,
her.
yeah.
and-
He's just anti whatever you lot are doing.
No, he has to do.
He will never do it. I don't think. Personally, I don't. I thought about it this morning, and I thought, nah, he'll never do it.
There's almost no one, and it's like it's 5 years, I think, since this will be the 5th year of the partnership between like Rock Nation and whatever. So then it might swing, man. Who knows? It might go back to how things were before.
Yeah,
With different types of acts, with I guess hip hop seemingly stagnating, or I guess some people say on the decline. It might swing to like a Burna Boy, or it might be a Bad Bunny, or so who knows? But I think from like mainstream or hip hop, R&B, we're nearly almost done. From like legends,
the catalogs. So you have to.
It wouldn't.
you
Yeah,
have
like
to
I.
roll
Yeah,
Kanye West.
yeah.
I see that, and someone was like, "Oh, this is whack." They never had Kanye. Someone's like,
That's a
"Open
shame.
space,
That's how I
live
feel if-
TV,
It's mad.
free microphone." It's like, nah.
It's dangerous.
There was like, nah. I was like,
It's
yeah.
dangerous.
It's a
man.
shame if we never have a Ye Super Bowl, which we probably won't, and
Nah,
a
we
Drake,
won't.
in my opinion. Like, that's a missed opportunity.
I put money on it that we wouldn't get a Drake. We're not gonna get a Drake one.
Let's see.
I'll be bare surprised if we get a Drake Super Bowl halftime show.
Let's put it on wax.
Halftime.
Okay.
He won't do it. Okay. He won't. He won't do
Right,
it.
it's in the world.
Pin
now,
this,
you know?
yeah.
He
Pin
wins.
that at the
He
top of the
won't
page.
do it.
Fair. Yeah. Shout out to Usher, man, and like he just had a cold laugh.
Yeah.
Bar
Yeah.
the rumors about the STDs. Yeah.
Let's
Shall I move to the
let's do the bring-ins.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do I have any bring-ins? Have I watched anything recently? Oh yeah, Rich, I've watched. I think you were talking about. Someone was talking about Hijack.
Yeah.
Got Apple TV, 3 months free, obviously.
Yeah,
Hijack on Apple TV. It was good.
it's solid. It's kind of like I gave it like a 7 or something.
Yeah, it was like at the end of it. You know when you watch something or you like something, and you have to comment and be like, "Yeah, I really enjoyed that."
That was good, man.
Yeah, it
There's a lot of
was-
tension.
Yeah.
It's good. It's solid.
Some
It's pretty solid.
some silly bits in it, but
Yeah, there's some funny bits in it.
I was just like, this is just TV now.
It ramps up the tension well though, because you know what, for me, yeah, I can look at the plot or something and be like, oh,
I know where this is going.
the plane,
Yeah.
like, this is gonna be shit. But
Yeah.
they managed to do a lot in that like confined kind of space, which was good.
Yeah, no, Hijack was good, man. I enjoyed it.
That you're bringing no.
Nah, I don't really have one.
That's weird.
Yeah, nah, no bringing for me this week.
Okay.
But if you've not seen Hijack, go watch it.
Which you got one?
Yeah, I'm very early into it, so this is one that comes via Apple TV Plus.
Mm-hmm.
It is The Morning Show.
Interesting.
Which
Yeah.
I believe they've just
I
released
started
a new season.
Yeah, season
So
2,
you'll
I
probably be
think.
seeing a lot more of it. But it's quite interesting. I work in the news, isn't it?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
based in like a newsroom,
Yeah.
and it's effectively a spotlight on the Me Too movement
Oh
and
wow.
the things that are going on behind the scenes, and they're like companies trying to refresh themselves, knowing what they're kind of like incentivized and like what was common practice. But it seems quite interesting. A lot of women that I know that have watched have been like, that's really shown me the Me Too movement from the men's perspective.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes in, so I've got a lot more to do.
Of
But
the
it's,
new season or
of the first
the
season.
first? Yeah, I tried watching it. I think my Apple subscription ran out, but
Okay, you're saying new email.
I got the
address.
extendo, so I might start it again.
But no, it's pretty good. It's pretty insightful. But I'm really early into it, but I'm enjoying it. So that's The Morning Show on Apple TV.
Jeez.
Decent. I will bring a music bring in this week, and if we're talking about like old school R&B, which Usher has now cemented himself as the god of, Jaheim is someone from the same era who seems to go under the radar a lot, but I'm bringing it back. It's a song off of his Ghetto Love album from 2001, and the song is called Heaven in My Eyes.
That's a big tune.
Large.
That's a
Larger
big
than
tune
life.
that I haven't heard for a time. I've been in my R&B bag recently.
It's a good place
I don't
to
know if it's
be,
because
man.
of the Diddy thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to like
It's 'cause you're slowing down, fam.
Yeah.
All of that
Slow
stuff.
it down, man.
It's 'cause
Bring
we're
the
slowing down,
tempo
fam.
down.
when
man.
I'm not thinking about the Roman Empire.
yeah.
I'm in my R&B bag.
Imagine just looking into Richie's like mind.
Oh, hey, I've been thinking about this bare recently. I've been like,
Bird's eye view of
nobody
it
wants
must be.
this.
Yeah,
like,
you don't need
Nobody
that.
wants this. But yeah, if you enjoyed the show, if you've made it here, you certainly should be liking.
Shout out to
You
you.
should have been subscribed.
thank you.
You should be following. You should be commenting.
Comment.
Yeah.
Tell
You
us where
should
we're
be
wrong, man.
DMing in the stories, all of that shit. But yeah, we appreciate you, and we'll see you next week. It's the Mandem Podcast.
Keep it locked.